Hey everyone, and a huge welcome. If you've just gotten that positive test after a long journey, seriously, take a moment and just soak it all in. Congratulations! But, once that first wave of pure joy settles a bit, a little question might start to pop up in the back of your mind. Is this pregnancy different? Is an IVF pregnancy really any different from a natural one? It's such a common question, and today we're going to unpack it together. So here's what we're going to cover. We'll start right at the very beginning, in the lab. Then we'll talk about that extra special care you get, what you might actually feel, we'll get real about the risks, and wrap it all up with the beautiful goal that is the same for everyone.
All right, let's get into it. The very first ways an IVF pregnancy differs happen way before you even have a chance to feel pregnant. It all starts right there, from day one in the lab.
So think about it. With a natural conception, everything is kind of a mystery happening inside the body. But with IVF, it's like the whole process is brought out into the light. That moment of fertilization, the embryo's first few days of growth, it's all watched over so carefully in the lab. And this journey is just amazing to think about. On day one, you get that confirmation. Fertilization happened. Then for the next couple of days, it's all about cell division, called the cleavage stage. And by day 5 or 6, it is grown into this incredible little structure called a blastocyst, totally ready for its transfer.
And because embryologists can see all this, they can choose the healthiest embryo. They have two main ways of doing this. One is a visual check, looking at its structure and symmetry. But for an even deeper look, there's genetic testing, or PGT, which actually analyzes the embryo's DNA. This can really boost the chances of a successful pregnancy.
All that close attention in the lab leads us right into our next point, that extra watchful eye you'll have on you. And really, try to think of it less as more tests and more as more love and support. It's just more hands-on care.
After an IVF transfer, you'll definitely notice more monitoring from the get-go. We're talking more frequent blood tests to make sure your hormone levels are rising just right. And that first magical ultrasound, it often happens super early, around 5 or 6 weeks. Plus, you'll probably get extra hormonal support until the placenta is ready to take the reins. It's all about giving you and your baby the best possible start.
So, this is a big one. With all this extra stuff going on behind the scenes, does an IVF pregnancy actually feel any different day to day? I think this is a question on pretty much everyone's mind.
Well, the short answer is physically, not really. The classic stuff, the nausea, the tiredness, it's all caused by the very same pregnancy hormones, no matter how conception happened. Now, there are two little catches. First, the extra hormones you might be taking for support can sometimes make those symptoms feel a little, extra. And second, after all you've been through, you are probably so in tune with your body that you notice every single tiny twinge way sooner than you might have otherwise.
Okay, let's talk about the risk factor. And I really want to frame this in a positive way. This isn't about giving you things to worry about. It's about giving you information that puts you and your doctors in the driver's seat. It's about empowerment. You're probably going to hear the term higher risk thrown around. But what this quote says so perfectly is that higher risk just means higher level of care. That's all it is. That extra watchfulness, those extra appointments, they're just safety nets, there to make sure everything is on track for the best, healthiest outcome.
And now let's tackle the biggest myth of them all. Does doing IVF mean you're signing up for twins or triplets? I think we've all seen the headlines, right? The truth is, the world of IVF has changed so much. Today, the #1 priority is a safe and healthy pregnancy. That means the standard is now overwhelmingly to transfer just one single embryo. With tech like genetic testing to help pick the very best one, the goal is simple: one healthy baby at a time. And any other amazing embryos? They can be safely frozen for later if you want them.
Now, you might see studies that mention a slightly higher chance for things like gestational diabetes or placental issues. But here's the crucial piece of the puzzle. Research shows this is often tied to the reason a person needed fertility treatment in the first place, like being older or having other health conditions, not the IVF process itself. And again, that's exactly why that close monitoring is so fantastic. It helps your team catch and manage any potential bumps in the road nice and early.
And that brings us right to the heart of it all. Because it doesn't matter what your path to pregnancy looked like, every single journey leads to the same incredible, beautiful destination.
So, is an IVF pregnancy different? Yes, it comes with more monitoring, it comes with more support, but it all leads to the exact same beautiful goal, a healthy baby in your arms.
Now, of course, Everything we talked about here is for educational and informational purposes only. It's definitely not medical advice. For that, you should always talk to your own doctor. If you'd like to learn more about the whole IVF process, you can find tons of great resources over at the portal ivfforme.com. Thanks so much for joining me.